Hey guys, MoiDawg here, and I'm happy to announce the most unlikely of news. Postscriptum is coming back. Now, Postscriptum was originally a World War II tactical shooter mod for Squad, but not too long into development with support from Offworld Industries, Periscope Games began working on making it a standalone game where it was then released in 2018. For the years that it was in active development, Postscriptum had a fairly steady, albeit low, player base, until last year when Periscope's CEO fired every single dev over Christmas break. This isn't even an exaggeration. The devs literally tried to come back, log into all of their Postscriptum work, and were denied access. The CEO cut everyone out, ended all support for the game, and refused to elaborate. Now, that obviously is not going to make for a very popular game, and at the time of recording this, there isn't even a single full server to play Postscriptum on. Hell, there's only 56 players playing the game at all. But that is all changing starting today. Offworld Industries has officially acquired Postscriptum from Periscope Games and will be collaborating with Mercury Arts in order to actively develop and support the game moving forward. I actually had the opportunity to sit down with both Vlad Seraldi, Offworld Industries CEO, and Michael Johnson, studio lead at Mercury Arts, for an exclusive interview where we discussed their plans with Postscriptum, and I'm happy to say that I'll be giving you guys a sneak peek of what to expect in the game's next update. Postscriptum is alive and well and is finally in the hands of developers who are going to give it the support it really needs. But before we get into that, this video is sponsored by Manscaped, the global men's lifestyle brand that is revolutionizing the landscape of men's grooming. Today, we've got the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra with the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. Yes, this entire package for your package. The Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra not only has that perfect trimmer blade that you're used to, but also an interchangeable foil blade for enhanced performance. With an LED light to help you find your way, and it being waterproof, you'll be able to take care of all your grooming needs with quick and easy cleanup. This package will also get you the Weed Whacker 2.0 for your nose and ear hairs. And on top of that, you'll be getting the Crop Soother and the Crop Preserver. The Crop Soother is made with colloidal oats, shea butter, and cocoa seed butter, perfect to take care of your downstairs after shave. And then you can follow it up with the Crop Preserver ball deodorant because, let's be honest, you and I both know you need it. And when you purchase this Performance Package 5.0 Ultra with my promo code MoiDawg in the link down in the description below, you'll be getting 20% off your order, free international shipping, and 2 free gifts. The Shed, so you have a place to store everything for your grooming needs, and the Boxers 2.0, which are so good I'm literally just wearing them right now. That's the package, the gift, the discount, the shipping, everything you need to take care of your balls, but also take care of your wallet. Thank you again for Manscaped for sponsoring this video, and now let's get on with it. With this announcement of acquiring Postscriptum, Offworld Industries has officially brought the game under its own development. This is a huge change from how it was developed in the past, where Periscope Games did everything. That studio had the creative freedom to make the game how they wanted to make it. They could push certain updates, focus on whatever content they felt fit, and OWI was simply the publisher partner. It's a partnership that is very common in gaming, but it can create a situation like we've seen here, where Offworld now has a game in their publishing catalog that is essentially dead in the water. It's not a good look as a publisher to have a game that is this dead. So when Periscope Games did announce that development would stop, Vlad Seraldi, OWI CEO, actually began the lengthy process to acquire it for themselves. Acquisition talks actually started way back in January 2023, just a few weeks after the firing of the dev team, which is why both parties have had to be so tight-lipped about this entire situation. For months, the community has been asking what has been going on, but legally, both sides haven't really been able to say anything at all. However, now with everything signed and official, OWI can begin active development and talk about it openly. Now, I know you guys want to hear about all the new content and things coming to the game, but the first part of Postscriptum's revival and future success is actually focusing on the community. It's no secret that being a Postscriptum player or even Postscriptum server owner has been difficult over the past few years, and OWI wants to recognize those who have stayed with the game. Vlad said, "We want to see what we can do to support the ones who have stayed with it, post-scriptum. Obviously, running those servers, isn't free, and there wouldn't be a game to come back to if they didn't keep something going, and so we want to pay back and say thanks." Now, there's no current info on what exactly that type of support from OWI is for these server owners, but I do think it's incredibly important to highlight this since community is crucial when it comes to tactical shooters and niche games. This is a huge step to rebuilding the community that Periscope Games frankly lost, and the fact that it's literally step one in bringing the game back is a fantastic sign for its future success. OWI has also confirmed a roadmap that is in the works for 2024, but that isn't finished yet. And what I can share with you, however, is the general direction for the game moving forward, as well as the first planned content updates, and that's where Mercury Arts comes in. If you're not too familiar with Postscriptum, or you've maybe been away from the game for a while, Mercury Arts was a modding team turned dev studio which created the Chapter Mercury mod. This mod aimed to bring some extremely unique content to the game, like the New Zealand, Australian, Greek, and Italian factions, new maps, and plenty of new weapons and vehicles. Now, what people don't realize is that there was more or less a spoken word agreement between Mercury Arts and Periscope Games that if they were to finish this mod, Periscope Games would purchase it and it would become real content for Postscriptum. Obviously, this didn't materialize, and Mercury Arts was left high and dry with a lot of work done and nothing to show for it. Fortunately, after the acquisition process had been able to move forward a bit, OWI contacted Mercury Arts and they agreed to purchase the modding assets that had already been completed. As Vlad states, "We wanted to make good on what they, Mercury Arts, had worked on for Periscope, and so we paid them for the work they had done. Basically, a really good partnership right out of the gate." Once again, I think this speaks volumes to the leadership at OWI and making sure that they have a dedicated, motivated, and most importantly, properly compensated dev team working on the project. From here on out, both OWI and Mercury Arts were simply pending finalization of the acquisition in order to talk about everything. However, they had begun active development on the game as a whole in preparation for the paperwork to be signed. And that brings us to today, where I can share all the good stuff. From quality of life updates, performance and optimization improvements, and even game mode changes, Postscriptum is going to look much, much better in the coming months. Once again, there is no timeline. This is a lot of work, and Postscriptum has a lot of back-end stuff that both OWI and Mercury Arts needs to go through. We're talking about QA, we're talking about retextures, we're talking about reanimations. Everything has to be looked over because if you remember, Postscriptum was not the most optimized game. It's going to be a lot of work, but speaking with Michael at Mercury Arts, they have been busy for nearly half a year now in preparation for this release. This has really been OWI's best kept secret, and I'm excited to see Postscriptum with a fresh new coat of paint and a highly motivated and dedicated dev team. In addition to these quality of life, gameplay, and graphical improvements, Postscriptum will be getting a huge new content drop. The Greeks will be the next newest faction for Postscriptum and is officially part of the game, not a mod. And I believe this is actually the first tactical shooter, or maybe even game, arcade, FPS, or otherwise, to include the Greeks as a real playable faction. With authentically recreated weapons, including 4 new rifles, 2 new pistols, an Italian light mortar, and completely unique player models, the Greeks will feel like themselves and not simply a reskin of the Allied forces. You'll also be able to play on a brand new map, Rethymno, which is an enormous 4x4K recreation of the Battle of Rethymno located in Crete, where the Aussies and Greeks fought the Germans in 1941. There will be 6 to 7 gameplay layers for Rethymno, including both daytime and nighttime maps for both RAS and offensive game modes. This new content, plus the meticulous reworking and improvement of weapon animations and graphics, should bring new life into the World War II game that we all wanted to love for years now. With all this news, I for one am excited to get the Potato Field server back up and running for Postscriptum, and I hope y'all are just as pumped as I am to play some World War II tactical shooter goodness. But what do you guys think? Are you happy to see OWI take Postscriptum over? Are the devs at Mercury Arts the right fit for the job? And are the Greeks a good fit for the game itself? Is this enough hype to really get the community growing again? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. But that's it for me. Until next time, peace.